Well, hello everybody. This is Scott Dennison with Florida Inbound Marketing. Today we're going to get into some offline marketing basics. As a result of receiving a piece of direct mail in my mailbox at home that was just was clearly very expensive and was just so poorly conceived that it missed every one of the basics that I would recommend that a client adhere to when they're doing direct mail. So essentially the point of this is to ensure that if you're going to do direct mail, that your piece is a winner. There's no point in doing really bad direct mail, because if you're going to do that, you might as well do no direct mail at all. So let's just dive right in. Whenever you are thinking of using direct mail, and it's an excellent strategy, particularly now. These days, there's less people mailing than ever before, partly because of the expense of it all, and largely partly because if you don't do it right and you don't get an ROI, it's just a big expensive waste of money. Done well, direct mail is extremely effective and can be massively profitable, but the emphasis there is on the words done well. And so whenever you're going to do direct mail, make sure that you include all 5 of these elements in your marketing piece. First, have a reason for sending this piece out. Not just an internal reason, but something that is clearly of value to the person that's going to receive your mail. Second, you want to start with an attention-getting headline. Very, very powerful, because you only have a couple of seconds to make an initial impression. And if you don't have an attention-getting headline in your marketing piece, let's say on a postcard, people are just going to throw it away. They're not even going to get to the rest of it. But provided you got a powerful headline, the next thing is the mail piece must contain some sort of an offer. What is it you're offering? It may very well be tied with your reason for advertising or sending the piece in the first place. But the offer must contain something that is special enough for me to want to take action on it. Next, there needs to be urgency in your offer, a reason to reply now. The most common way to do that is to have an expiration date. And not an expiration date that's months into the future, but one that's relatively short from the time frame in which you sent it. So if you send a piece out today, you probably want a reason to reply as a way of creating offer, urgency in your offer. You want them to reply within 30 days, let's say. 45 days at the most is sort of the outside, and I've seen offers that are as short as 2 weeks or even a week. You get this thing, you need to take action on it right now if you want this deal. And finally, you must provide a clear, direct call to action. And I'm going to show you something here in just a second, but I want to set up the context of this. This is a piece, as I mentioned in my opening, that somebody sent me, and they just missed on every one of these 5 things. And it was to the point that it was so poorly conceived that I actually reached out to the company and told them I was going to review them on my blog in this video, and that I would not be interested in embarrassing them. So what I decided to do was I opened up the postcard, I scanned it and resaved it as an image so that I could blur out or erase their logo and their address and their phone number. I'll show you where those elements were, but you won't be able to read them because I'm not interested in embarrassing the company. I'm interested in using them or using that piece as a way of teaching you how to create a better direct mail piece. So let's take a look. This is the postcard, or this is one side of the postcard. This is the front of the postcard that I received. And as you can see, it's a picture of some pavers, brick pavers for patios, decks, walkways, etc. And it sort of shows you over here, you can see off to the right, lower right, an example of how their brick pavers work, and you can see up here toward the top that this is made of recycled materials, and that composite landscaping and resurfacing, and it's got a lot of feature related stuff. But where's the headline? There's no headline here. And so immediately it's called into question, what is their reason for sending me this? Is it to make me aware of their recycled brick paver materials? Okay, well, I don't necessarily connect their reason for sending this with the expense involved. This is ultimately an awareness campaign. I'm assuming that's what it is. I mean, the most prominent thing on this side is their logo, not the company's logo, but AZEK Vast Pavers logo, and the number 95, made of 95% recycled materials. But see, that's not a good enough reason for them to spend all this money to produce these cards and send this to me. And other than that, I'm not sure what their reason for advertising. I'm not sure what their reason for printing and mailing this piece is. And it's clear that there's no attention-getting headline. So let's look at the other side. And let's look over here to see if there's a headline on this side. No, again, at the very top, the most prominent thing on the page is the logo and these images. And you can see off to the lower right where the name of the business was listed and the showroom address was listed. But again, this is just information, and there is absolutely no clearly stated reason for advertising. There is no headline here, so there's nothing to draw me into reading this. And if I wasn't in the business of educating other business owners on how to better and more effectively market their business, this would have been thrown away with little to no regard whatsoever. So there's no attention-getting headline. There's no offer of any sort, unless you want to consider giving me someone's address and telling me to visit the showroom. There's no urgency. I don't even see a reason to act in here at all. There's no way for me to opt in. There's nothing for me to, there wasn't even a website listed for me to be able to go to and learn more about this company. Their closest they came to a call to action was to visit our showroom. And the terms visit our showroom is not a bad call to action. It's pretty clear, but it would require me to pause what I'm doing, get in the car and drive across town to go visit a showroom. Today, most of us and most of you that are watching this should be having a very effective information-based website, and that would be a part of your call to action, would be to go online and learn more about the benefits of this product and learn how to get a great deal. The point of doing direct mail is to tie the reason you have for advertising together with an attention-getting headline and an offer, giving me urgency and a reason to act right away, and finally giving me a clear, direct call to action, telling me what you want me to do. This particular mail piece failed on every one of those 5 counts, and therefore we rate it as a complete waste of the business owner's money. And then there's only one other thing. I live in a condominium on the 2nd floor. Now, while there are docks in the backyard here, that's certainly not something that I have any say in building a new dock around here. That's the condo association's responsibility. So at the most, they should have notified the association of such a product, not me, as an individual homeowner here. So that's really what I wanted to show you today, was just a poorly done piece of mail, and completely fails the simple analysis for sending effective, profit-making direct response mail. So if you want to get more marketing information, just remember that Florida Inbound Marketing is Florida's #1 inbound marketing services firm, and we provide business owners with results on their digital marketing efforts. Subscribe to our Beginning of Better Marketing newsletter at our website. You'll find that at floridainboundmarketing.com, floridainboundmarketing.com. Sign up for our Beginning of Better Marketing newsletter, or join us for Free Webinar Wednesday, where we cover topics like this and so much more. Thanks for paying attention.